Herald your end. I herald Galactus.
It's time for another top 5 facts about. And today we're looking at one of the most powerful villains in all of Marvel, Galactus. So let's get started. Number 5, he's an Eternal. While Galactus may not be the most powerful being in the Marvel universe, he is definitely one of the oldest. You see, Galactus was actually an Eternal named Galen of the Unseen. He was the Eternal counterpart to the Fallen One, who would go on to become the first Silver Surfer. Now, while most of the Eternals have godlike powers, Galen chose to focus his abilities on expanding his knowledge instead. In fact, he became so obsessed with learning everything there was to learn that it caused him to enter a deep sleep. When he awoke from this slumber, he found that the universe had changed and he had taken on a new mission to consume planets in order to sustain himself. Number 4, he has a herald. Before Galactus consumes a planet, he usually sends out a herald to do his bidding. The first and most well-known herald is the Silver Surfer, who we already mentioned, but there have been other heralds since then, such as the aforementioned Fallen One, who also goes by the name of Morg, and more recently, Firelord, who was actually the herald of Galactus when he first came into conflict with the Fantastic Four. Number 3, he's responsible for the creation of the Silver Surfer. Now, while we already mentioned that Galactus and the Silver Surfer were once friends, it's worth noting that their relationship is a bit complicated. You see, when Galactus consumed a planet, he was impressed by the life energy signature of that world, and so he decided to take it under his wing, so to speak, and make it his herald, searching out other planets for him to consume. Over time, though, the Silver Surfer grew tired of doing this and eventually betrayed Galactus, which resulted in him being banished from his service and stripped of his powers. However, they would eventually team up with each other again and become friends once more. Number 2, he can grant powers to others. As we saw in the previous entry, Galactus took the Silver Surfer under his wing and essentially made him a herald. But he has done this with others too. There was a time when Galactus consumed a planet full of mutants and gained the ability to manipulate their DNA. With this power, he created new mutants like the superhero and Magik, as well as villains like Terax the Amnesiac. And he even used it to cure the multiple man of his multiple personalities. And finally, at number 1, he's actually supposed to be a force for good. Believe it or not, consuming planets isn't actually the villainous thing that it seems. You see, Galactus actually does this to sustain the universe. By consuming planets, he's actually helping them to evolve and move forward in the cosmic cycle. Unfortunately for him, though, most planets and their inhabitants don't see it that way and would rather die than let Galactus consume them. And so he's often forced to be a villain, though he really isn't trying to be one. Well, that's it for this top 5. I've been your host, and until next time, stay nerdy.
Are you the protectors of this world?